We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now Haskins on first down. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
6-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Davion Taylor on the
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Open man here, Sims complete. Give him 9 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Steven Sims.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown ground.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Eagles nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Jonathan Bostic. A gain of 26 yards. And
in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Flushed out right. Man open. It's Goodwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Rodney McLeod up to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the 1st.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Dwayne Haskins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And Washington has taken the lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. That's caught by Jackson. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Deshaun Jackson, 76 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for a Washington.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Flush to his right. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
3-yard line.
Haskins back to the air. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, it's Peterson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
It's another Washington first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out.
And Washington has taken the lead.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes this Washington 21, Eagles 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Wide receiver.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. quick throw out wide by Wentz. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal.
That goes for a gain of 31. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Marquise Goodwin.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Is good.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, you got 3 down. 57, Mike, 57. Push him back.
Looking to throw, Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now a timeout taken.
That's good.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
44-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for the Eagles' leading receiver from a year ago. It's a first down.
First down.
Go. Sweetie! Watch the screen! 56.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's got some space here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 28 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments. You often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
56. Check 56.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
Once again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Washington 24. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
They'll run with McKissick. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And Washington has once again taken the lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's Sims. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Miles Sanders.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing is Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a great move again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Complete.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
5-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Stop short of the
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd.
And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles, if they hit the PAT, they will be in the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Eagles 35, Washington 34. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Open man here, Sims complete. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 59 yards.
And Washington has taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Washington will line up.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 46 yards.
Philadelphia.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good.
That ties the game at 42-all. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All deep.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 74 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out in the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defense.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chase Young brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
3rd and 14.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter.
We all knew the situation. We're in the fourth quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Haskins to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Now it's Haskins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
To J.D. McKissick.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Philadelphia, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll